Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to the Mini Brood V tutorial series. Today's focus is about the dispersion panel that might not seem too obvious at first, but it's hidden under here under the Arturia logo. So if we hover over and click, it's going to open up this menu right over here. So this will present us 6 additional controls. So we have pitch, wave, gain, cutoff, feedback, and envelope. Now the point of these knobs is to add variations of that parameter to the voices that are played in polyphonic mode, or to add randomness while we're in monophonic mode. And adjusting these knobs can really help give us a quote-unquote analog type of sound. So here's basically a quick definition of these different knobs. So the first one that we see here is the pitch one. Now this is going to introduce variations of the pitch with each new note pressed. And then we have wave here right next to it. And this is going to introduce variations of the pulse width, the ultrasaw, and the metallizer. And then we have gain right over here, which is kind of self-explanatory, but this introduces variations of gain, but in different places, such as the oscillators going into the filter, and then the filter being fed into the VCA. And then we have cutoff right down here below pitch. Now this will introduce variations where the cutoff is set, which is a really cool one actually. And then we have feedback here. Now this is going to introduce variations within the filter's resonance and the brute factor, this knob right over here. And then we have envelope, which don't overlook this one. This is a very interesting one to really bring that, like I said, quote unquote analog sound to the forefront. So the envelope knob will introduce variations to both the filter envelope and the amp envelope. Something really cool to keep in mind as well. So let's say you have all of these 6 knobs adjusted how you like it. Maybe your pitch is like this, your wave here, your envelope is really high up here like that. And you have all these set up just how you want them. And you want to scale them evenly. So the way to do that is with this vintage knob down over here, which is going to scale them evenly, which is a really nice way so you don't have to go and tinker with each one exactly and try to match the levels for each single one. You can just go over here to the vintage knob and start cranking this guy right over here. So while we're looking over here on the top right of the synth on this vintage knob, to the left of it, we have detune and unison. So the Mini Brood V comes with built-in unison, which is basically adding additional voices, stacking those on a key being pressed. So if we play the note like this, we have one voice that's playing. However, we click this unison, we can see down over here, this is switched to unison 5. And we have 5 voices playing for each note pressed. Now we can click this here and add up to 8 if we'd like to. And then we can always start thickening it up here if we reach for this detune knob. Now keep in mind, this detune knob will only work if unison is engaged. So if we take this off here, it basically does nothing. We have to turn this on first. And this is going to detune those additional voices. And on the top right, we have a knob called fine tuning. Now by default, this is going to be an A440. However, we can always go down to 400 or 480. We can have any value in between. You can go to 432 if you would like to resonate with the earth while you make your patches. All right, so that does it for the controls here on the front panel. In the next couple of videos, we're going to talk about the effects section, which is very important. And then we're going to finish the course out with the macros, what they are, what they do, how to use them, how to set those things up. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something, and we'll see you in the next video.